Hey guys, it's Little Reefer, and in the last video, you would have seen it's about what happened in the summer vacations. This is the continuation of that video. Some really bad things and some really good things happened, so let's get started. So, if you were wondering where I went, we went to Canada. Really beautiful place, but that's a long way from where I live, like really long way. So, I just texted my tank sitter to feed the tank and to exchange the roll foss and all that stuff. I guess the tank kind of did well. I mean, there were a few deaths. So let's talk about that. So I don't really have any footage of this, but do you guys remember that 6-line wrasse that I've had for like 2 years and always picking on the pests and getting rid of the amphipods that look really ugly, like cockroaches or something? Well, he jumped out. I don't really have any footage of that. I just reacted immediately after I saw it. He jumped out overnight, so he was gone. But I don't really get any footage of that. I don't know why, but he's gone. And now I'm down to 2 clownfish, a coral beauty, and the lawnmower blenny, and the critters I have. Another really bad thing that was purely my fault, I guess, was that I left the wave maker on this certain direction that blew all the sand out, pushing it to either direction, making up mounds. Sadly, that really cool hammer that we got last time, the one with blue tips and really cool iridescent green stems or whatever you call them, he got completely buried, and as you guys know, one half of it was already dead from the other vacation, so the other half also died because it was completely buried from the sand. This also happened to the green star polyps. A bit of it was left out of the sand, and I think it's starting to recover now. I placed on the rock if you haven't noticed from recent footage. So, enough depressing things. Let's move on to the things that I said were almost miracles. So you guys know our acan and Zoa garden, one of my favorite parts of the tank, has a bunch of new things. So under the blue and red acan, there's just completely different acan. I don't know what it is. It's like gray and really bright toxic green and some blues in there. I really don't know what it is. I'll wait for it to grow out. And you can see there's other zoas. And those 2 big red acans I've had for absolute ages, like 5 months. Finally have one now. Not in this picture though, but from a few days ago. So I'm really happy about that. But now for some reason it's receded, as you can see this picture. Maybe to restore energy to the one that's growing. That's what I've heard, but I'm not sure if it's true. Now, what some of you might have noticed or might have not noticed is that the bird's nest that I love so much, like it grows really fast and it's really cool under the blue and actinic lighting, is that when I was moving the Cyphastria coral, the blue one with red dots on it, the encrusting one, I actually knocked over some of the branches. I was devastated because I thought that I just broke the coral in half and it would stop growing and all that stuff. But actually I used that advantage, and in total 3 branches fell down, and I'm going to show you the pictures right now. They look amazing by themselves on the rocks. They look really cool, and I can't wait for them to grow out. And that inspired me to probably do that for other corals when they grow out, like that bright green bird's nest I'm going to show you soon. And that Spies Monty, the red one that I stuck on the side of the rock that I'm probably going to show you right now as well, that was completely white. I mean, I don't have any pictures of it, but you can take my word, it was 100% completely bleached. Thankfully, there was no algae on it yet, but just 100% completely bleached. And from a few weeks ago, when I looked at it, I saw a tiny dot of red. And I thought, oh, just probably the last dying tissues. And I said I was going to take it out the tank next day. The next day, that tiny red dot spread out a few centimeters. Just, I guess it was the tissue growing back. I was really surprised. After a week, the coral actually grew off of the skeleton and it's just growing again. And there is a bunch of red dots around and the skeleton's becoming red again. The coral is like bringing itself back from the dead again, which I was marveling at. And I just left the coral there and it's growing beautifully right now. So some of you guys may know about my blue or turquoise acro that I really love, and I've had that for like 4 or 5 months, and I'm in love with it. It's so cool. Lately it's super blue. It doesn't even show on camera how bright it is. You can see it from across the room, and its polyps are out, or whatever you call them, and I'm really happy about that. It's really healthy, and that's just because I did a water change and my phosphates are lower now. Now, I don't have any footage of this one either, but it's this Spies Monty, just like the Reds one, with green polyps on it, and you guys might have seen it before. And it actually fell off of its rock, so I thought it just died. But actually turned out that it was in the sand somewhere, and its polyps were still there. So I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna put it back on the rock and see if it can grow out like the red one. As well as that rainbow favia you saw a long time ago, I really loved it. I just found its skeleton today in the sand. I don't know why it came there, but if for you that don't know what happened, it's just really cool rainbow favia frag, and it just disappeared one day, and I did not know where that was. So I was devastated from that. That's the update so far. I'm going to be doing another video in the future about other things that happened. I am going to be adding a lid from those fish that jumped. I learned my lesson. And I'm going to be adding a new stocking plan, which I'm going to talk about in a later video. So guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow Lil Reefer. Lil Reefer, out.